My grandmother and an aunt were two of the original 16 charter members of the Colton Advent Christian Church, and my grandfather donated the land that the church sits on. I still go to that church. When we made plans rather quickly to go back to Aurora, we scheduled train trips. It was a lot cheaper to go by train. I was so excited about it that I couldn't sleep any of the 46 hours. But that first trip was so exciting to go that far away from home in a place we had never been. And going back to Aurora really opened up a world of new places to me. Growing up in Colton, which is a very small rural town, I had not been very many places. But while at Aurora, I was in choir with Roger Parolini, and my freshman year we did a choir tour to the south, went all the way to Live Oak, to the AC home village. And my sophomore year we went all the way to Maine, all the states in between. And it was my senior year, when I was working at the Public Relations Office, that I was a recipient of some money, grant money, that Colonel Harlan Sanders had donated to the college. And I have a picture of me with Colonel Sanders that a lot of people can't say they've ever met him. He was there for my graduation. He donated carillon bells to the campus that year, and they were installed and played, and he was there at our graduation. And my family came back from Colton, Oregon for my graduation, and they got to meet him also. My senior year, I was president of the women's dormitory, and it was one of our responsibilities to instruct the new incoming women students of all the rules of living in the dorm. And we had quite a few rules. And part of, for our instruction, we wrote a poem, and we presented the poem to these new incoming students, and I'd like to share that poem. It's called AU Council Notice, 1966. From the council you now hear a message. It will pay you to lend us an ear. If you think you're going to like Aurora College, you should learn all the rules we have here. If you want to come in after hours, you are in for a little surprise. You will find that the door won't be open, and neither will Mrs. Durr's eyes. But alas, this will not be forgotten. Your punishment cannot be ignored. Thank the Lord. You will campus in your room Saturday evening, and you're right if you think you'll be bored. When you want to sign out for a special, don't forget to fill the special card out, because the council will always be checking, and a campus is worse than a clout. There's a term that you have to remember, for the council members have among their powers the right to reward you with a campus if you fail to observe quiet hours. The intercom is nicknamed the squawk box, and it must not be used as a toy. Just speak quietly. Shh, you don't have to holler. It might even be a message from a boy. What a joy. There's a rule on the use of the telephone so that everyone will have an equal chance. Do not tie it up for more than 15 minutes. Take heed to this warning in advance. Mrs. Durr will be making a room check. Unmade beds, dust and dirt she hates to see. If you try to lock her out, just forget it. Mother Durr will always have the master key. When you're sitting in the parlor with a boyfriend, try to avoid PDA. That stands for Public Display of Affection, and you must not get carried away. You may be full of tricks and excuses to get away with avoiding the rules, but chances are we've already tried them. Ignoring the rules is for fools. But we want you to feel very welcome. We're really not as mean as we look. Come to us if you have any problems. You will find all the rules in your dorm book. 4 years at Aurora are probably most memorable years of my life. And when I first went there, I remember getting on that train and pulling out of the station at Portland and thinking, why am I leaving my family and going so far away? And it didn't take long, though, to feel like you belonged there. I just hope that Aurora College or Aurora University continues to have that kind of pull, or whatever it is that makes people believe they belong there and they are a part of it.